All right, hello, this is EQ, and I'm making hopefully a quick video. I have trouble doing that. Anyway, on what I think might be some misconceptions about how the pet gear works for mages. Um, I There's a command when you make a pet called inventory, and all pet classes get this, even like shamans and enchanters and stuff like that. And you do that, and you'll see what's listed as gear on a pet. Now, I just got rid of my pet to because I want to have I want to summon one from scratch to bring home my point. My point is not the thing goes that when you have a mage, that once you summon a pet, all you're supposed to have to do is to summon some weapons and give them weapons, and then it's good to go because it's supposed to come summoned with everything else that's current as per your level for pet gear already on the pet. And it's not so much the case. So I'm going to go ahead and summon an air elemental. I like to use these as tank mercs or tanks instead of to have a tank. All right. And there we go. Now it's got its buttons here. I haven't done anything to it. I'm gonna hit inventory for him, and he's got stuff on him. But as you can see, number one, the face item here. My mage is 129 currently. The face item is this, but this muzzle here. I'm going to go ahead and summon it. Well, here we put it up here. This is actually the current face item for my level. As you can see, this one I just summoned is way better than the one that came naturally on the pet. Significantly better, to be honest. Now the haste amount is different, but HP, hit points, armor class, attack, all these little stats. I mean, it's just this is the one you want. Is the visor of Usira, whatever. All right, that's the one you want. It does not come stock on a newly summoned pet. Also, if you look at what's on the pet currently, not just what's on it as far as the stuff, because this is arcane. This is the current level stuff here. That's fine. So the face slot is screwed. You always have to at least summon one of these for your pet to replace that one. And it has a left ear item, but no right ear item. It doesn't even bother putting anything in the right ear slot, nor does it put anything in the right wrist slot. It just has a bracer. It doesn't have another bracer. It doesn't have the other bracer thing. So, and the finger also, there's no right finger. So evidently, they've chose to ignore the right side of the pet as well as the face as far as stuff that's going to come with the mage pet. I find that slightly annoying. It's irritating to me, because that's how it's supposed to be, is how I described as far as just giving the mage pet weapons and then let it go. But no, you have to, if you know what you're doing and you've actually explored this and you know this information, you know that, if you want your pet to really act like a fully equipped summoned pet with summoned gear anyway, then you have to do some stuff here. So I got a mask already. So what I like to do, I like to get another extra thing of heirlooms to put on the pet. I'm going to give it the mask. I'm going to go ahead, so I gave it a mask, it accepted it. I'm going to hit inventory again. You'll see it has the updated mask now. When you see the face, boom, there it is. That's on the pet now, because I actually had to give it to it old school. Now I got to figure out where's that empty bag at. It's this one, yeah. All right. So I'm going to give it a bracelet, which is a wrist item. This ought to go in the right wrist. This is the ear hoop that's going to go in the right ear. And here is a ring. It's going to go in the right finger. These other three items are already on the pet. Right? That's another wrist. Left wrist. Sorry, my mistake. There's no right wrist either, so left or right wrist. They ignore the right side of the pet. I don't know why. I think back in the day, one of my old, I'm going to put those on right now. Hang on. Now this right here, shoulders, right? All right, shoulders, boom. See, it's already got that on there. So that's current. And the neck item, you know, is current also. So that's all hunky-dory. So get rid of that crap. And I also got to get weapons, obviously. For my tank pet, so because I like my Puppet Illusion so much, so that I know I have my tank pet out, I give it a fire weapon first, then I give it an ice blade second. I could go double fire. No, that's what I'm going to do, actually. I just canceled that, don't worry about it. I don't have, oops. What the hell is that? Oh, good God. Okay, fine. There's one weapon. There. And, come on. There we go. 2 fire weapons. And that was a summoning weapon, right? Yeah, a summon. I'm a little sloppy and goofy. Bear with me. Got to get things organized the way I like it. Okay. So that's okay. So this is my, so I'm going to go ahead and make him my jester. So now he's got fire pets. I know he's my tank. And then when I switch pets over to my DPS pet, which is what I use most of the time, there's that. I don't ever really use the Earth Pet, even though it's supposed to be a better tank. That's enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and do pet inventory now. And you will see that now it's got a left ear and a right ear. It's got the proper face like we already discussed. Back items with your, your enhanced minion item that you currently use. It's got both a left and a right wrist. Oddly enough, these are different. So they're the same. They're arcane, but Anyway, I'm not going to squabble over. At least the slot is filled. It's just the way it is. Primary and secondary weapons. Obviously, I put 2 weapons on it. Okay, fingers. There we go. It's got the same. It's got 2 finger things there. Same thing. That's good. Right finger is squared away. So right finger, right wrist, right ear, and face. Slightly annoying to me, but I've just now I've proven that it's not rumor. Okay, just use your pet inventory. It's accurate in what's on your pet, and now this pet has all the summon stuff a pet has on. Now what I like to do is give my pet extra crap merc gear, because the merc gear stuff is generally better. I got to get rid of this old stuff anyway. This stuff is better than the summon gear that you put on it. And one more of this. It gives it a lot more stats, A lot more stats. It's got a little bit more AC and a little bit more hit points. generally, except for the belt item. But hit points doesn't matter as much as to me as the procs weapons. It procs weapons more because it has a lot more dex, things like that. Excuse me. Get rid of my gum here. Anyway, so this is my tank pet that I just made, and that's the deal about mage gear, right? I think this is unintended. I think that this is also something that the newer devs, they simply are unaware of, that it's happening like this, and maybe they think it's supposed to be like this. I just know that back in the day, before they really upped the power of the pets, I think they only had one slot per like ear and wrist. I think at some point they gave the pets more slots for more gear, but for the mages they didn't make it so that the mages automatically fill those slots with gear when you summon the pet, like you're supposed to be able to do. So a lot of mages out there that are just, they don't really pay real close attention, and they just summon the pet, give it weapons, and then just go. They're running around with pets that don't have really all the gear they could have, and probably aren't operating quite as optimally as they should. So there you go. So with EQ, thanks for listening, and I'm out.